It is so hot. There's so much heat. So much heat in here. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Big Game Collects, or welcome if this is your first time. And we did it. 3 for 3. Told you there was going to be a few weeks worth of stuff, and here it is. This is the end of the past couple months, or month and a half. Look, I've said it before. Time is a weird thing. I don't know how much time has passed, but I guess close to a month and a half, a little bit over, almost 2 months since that break. But here we are. We're doing it. We did it. Yeah. And we're going to get started now. So to get things started off, this is actually something that came closer to the beginning of the whole sabbatical that I took. And it is from my friend Ryan Vesteel. If you remember the last thing I got from him, it was a zine, and this is no different. This is the second part of the Slow Steady Squick
3 weeks later.
Of the Slow Steady Squeeze Click zine. It just took a while. It took a while, and it came out. It finally came out. But here it is, number 2, fresh out of the packaging. I think. Oop, there, yeah. Static cling is a thing, y'all. But this is his issue Dashboard I Confess. Now this has a lot of photos of Dashboard Confessional that Ryan took, and some stories as well. And I believe, yeah, he also had a couple of other contributors, Christy G and Joe Ortega. If you can see that. I'll link all of them in the description below. But this is really cool. It's a lot of photos that all of them have taken. Now, if you grew up in the early 2000s and you were into any sort of emo rock or whatever, you probably listened to Dashboard Confessional. Even if it wasn't the albums, if you only listened to Vindicated from the Spider-Man soundtrack, whatever. We're all here together, and I'm really excited to have and own this. I should have opened it a lot sooner, so I'm sorry, Ryan. And it should have been in an earlier video, so I could have looked through it earlier. I'm just not smart, and every time I was gathering things, it sat right there, and I somehow forgot about it. But that's my B. But check Ryan's stuff out online, on Instagram, on his website. Like I said, I'm going to link all of that in the description below, so please check his work out. He's a great photographer, great person, great human, great dad. So, out that little detour, we're into the bread and butter. I know why anybody's watching these videos. It's definitely for the action figures, so I'm not going to make you wait too long, because I was walking around Walmart, and I would be lying if I said that I didn't have some online help. Wink. And I saw a store that had some of these in stock, so I decided to go after work one night, and I found more of the retro 3.75 or 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joes, and I got the whole new wave. So I got Duke, I got Lady J, and I got the Cobra Commander. Now, I really like this line. The only complaint, especially with this wave, is that I feel like there's a lot less accessories than what came with the first couple waves. You know, Cobra Commander only has a single gun and a knife. Lady J has a couple of guns. Same thing with Duke, a couple guns and a helmet. I wish they came with a little bit more, just to kind of even it out with the first two waves. But beggars can't be choosers. And luckily, when I went and found these, I got all of some very nice crisp cards because, as I've mentioned a couple times, with the Retro Joes, I'm going to keep them all on card. I like the artwork a lot, and they just look better on card than they do out, in my opinion. So, got all three of those. I've already collapsed them back into some weird package, but yeah, so I've got all these. Cannot wait to put them with the first two waves and all the vehicles. It's going to be really, really exciting. Hopefully they continue with this retro line because I'm honestly really enjoying it. And it's bringing back a lot of my childhood, collecting toys of properties that I grew up with. And it's just really cool. And it makes me feel like a little baby, little kid all over again. So yeah, if you find these in your store, don't pass them up. I really recommend them. So check them out. Next up, I've got some things from Toy Dojo. I can't stay away from Toy Dojo. Nothing good happens for my wallet when I go to Toy Dojo. Honestly, because there's always at least one thing that I want. And wouldn't you know it, I filled this big bag full of things. Now, I only went for one specific thing because I saw that they had some, they were posting about it. They said they had a couple left after they packed up all the pre-orders and everything like that. So I went by one day and I picked it up. And I'm really excited for this because it matches my shirt, one, but two, it's the 3-0 Ava 1 from Evangelion. I'm really, really excited about this. This is the first 3-0 thing I've ever owned. The first 3-0 figure. And we're going to pop this out of the bag. But I love Evangelion. I love the Avas. And like I said in previous videos, anytime I can find any cool Avas, I will pick them up if I'm able to. And this is just beautiful. Oh wow. So you can't enjoy it as much because inside it is also wrapped in plastic, but you can see all the extra accessories that come with it. So I saw I saw pictures of this out of box, and I just thought it looks so cool. And it's somewhere in the middle of my Robot Spirits and Kyoto Avas and that big Dynaction one that I got a few weeks back. So I think this one is, I don't know, close to, it's around a foot, maybe a little bit shorter. But yeah, this is so cool. I'm so excited. And I think this also comes with a stand, and oh, I cannot wait to pop this open. Comes with an extra head. It comes with some guns, knives, prog knives, in and out, extra replacements for the shoulder for when Shinji's pulling the prog knife out of the Ava. It's really cool. Oh wow. I'm really excited that I picked this up. So if you find this in your area, pick it up. If not, I think Toy Dojo still has some, so those will also be in the link down below. I cannot say enough good things about Toy Dojo and everyone there, but that's not the end of it. So, while I got that, I always look around, at least for a second, and I found some stuff that was sold out on Toy Dojo's website. It's been sold out everywhere, and somehow they had it on the shelf, and I found this SH Figure Arts Super Sailor Mars. Now, I've been looking for this for a while, and I'm really glad that I didn't pull the trigger on any on eBay or Mercari or anything like that. So I got this, very, very excited, because I don't remember when the last time these came out. Maybe there was a recent reissue, but I'm not really sure. But I found this, and then I completed my Super Sailors, and I found Jupiter. Oh, I'm so pumped. So now I have all 5 Super Sailors. I have Mars, I have Mercury, I have Venus, I have Moon, and I have Jupiter. So all 5 of these, and I'm gonna keep going with the Sailor Moon collection. It's one of those things that I grew up on, and I really enjoyed it, and maybe it's not like the cool guy thing to watch or whatever, but who cares, really? Like, I enjoyed it as a child, I enjoyed it as an adult. That's all that anybody needs to know or care about, you know? So, I'm really glad that I found these, and I'm really excited to add them to the collection. But that's not all. I found one more thing at Toy Dojo, and it's something that I didn't think I was ever gonna grab because I missed the pre-order, and I really didn't want to pay over retail for it. But it was just sitting on the shelf, and they had it for above what the original retail on Pulse, but it's a super rare collector's item, and it's been sold out for months. And I mentioned grabbing this a long time ago. It's the Cobra Commander Regal variant from the Classified series. It was a little more than I expected, but I'm collecting all of the Joes. I'm collecting all the Redecos. I'm collecting everything that I can get my hands on. And so far, until my Pulse order arrives with Zartan and the infantry, I have one of every figure, at least, of all the Classified figures. I guess that's a lie because I don't have the brown-eyed beachhead, but I feel like that thing's just so minuscule, you're not going to really be able to tell unless you get real up close. But as far as looking away from a distance, you can tell that this is a different Cobra Commander than the other ones. So I'm really glad to pick this up. I love the gold weapons. I love the gold. I love the light blue that's more true to the cartoon. But yeah, so thank you, Toy Dojo. Really appreciate you and having all this cool stuff. So thanks for feeding my addiction. Here we go. Now for your main event. If you can't tell, we're going back into wrestling territory, y'all. Something that I have been looking for months. I cannot believe it took this long. It was hitting everywhere else in the country before it hit my area. And actually, I drove out of town to find these because I saw that some stores out of town had gotten them. About an hour outside, and what did I do? I drove out to find them, and guess what it was? It is AEW Series 3. So we've got Riho, which I'm really excited about. She's a little tall. This is a little bit of a tall figure, but I still think it looks good. I wasn't super sold on the face when I saw the pictures. It's still a little off, but it does look a lot better in person than it does in pictures. So if you like Riho, I would pick it up. Just beware. But it is cool that it is the first time that the women's championship is coming out with any AEW figures. And then I also got the Young Bucks. I got Matt and Nick Jackson. It's the second set of Young Bucks that I have. The first were in Series 1. And really pumped for these. I like that there's different face sculpts. Again, the sculpts are a little weird. But, again, they look better in person than they do in picture. I do also love the soft goods tassels that they put on there. Took a lot of time and effort to do that instead of just doing molded ones. And I've got Pac with the extra head and the chair. Really stoked that I can keep getting more Pac figures. I do have a couple of figures from when he was in WWE as Neville, so I have a couple of those, but I really love him more on the indies. Gets to show more of his aggression and that whole side of him and just how well he works as a wrestler. So, more Pac. And then I got Orange Cassidy. One of the harder ones to find, but I came across him a couple times, so I picked him up. I'm really excited to try out this pocket. You can see that there. Little lazy thumbs up. He's got a couple extra hands. He's got another hand that can go in the other pocket. He's got, some grippy hands that are going to go in a bag. But I really like this. I think they captured the vibe of his actual ring gear very well with the pants. Because essentially they're just denim jogger tights. But it's really cool, with the tear in them, and you can see the knee pad. And I also really enjoy the soft goods up top, the denim jacket and the t-shirt with his face on it. Orange Cassidy is, I feel like most people, he's one of my favorite acts to watch. I can identify with the gimmick a lot, so it's just really fun for me. But yeah, I've got that. And then last but not least, the absolute hardest figure to find out of this wave, it's his Darby Allin. I think this is really cool. They did a really, really good job with the face paint, with the gear, with the skateboard, with his tattoos. I think it looks very spot on. It's probably the best sculpted and decoed figure in this wave, and I'm really, really excited. So, if you know me, if you know my AEW figure fandom, especially with the Unrivaled series, I have 2 sets of Series 1, 2 sets of Series 2. Series 3 was very hard to find, but I got 2 sets of Series 3, so got all of these too. So I have 2 sets of AEW Series 3, and it's a little bit of a fib because I got a few extras of some of the wrestlers because a couple of the paint apps on some of the other ones weren't great. So I got some extra ones. I think I got some extra Young Bucks. I got an extra pack. I got an extra Riho. I got an extra Orange Cassidy. I think I got extras of everyone except for Darby because Darby was so hard to find. So I'm going to look through all of them. I'm going to look through all three sets of those that I have. Find the best two, best paint and best packaging, because obviously I'm keeping one on card and then I'm going to open one up. So wish me luck with that. But Series 3 actually also just went up for sale on shopaew.com. So if you aren't able to find these in your stores for some reason, it is a little bit of a markup on there. It's like $25 as opposed to 20. But at that point, you're also not trying to drive around to all your Walmarts and Targets trying to find these. So I'll leave that link in the description below too, because we gotta support all these wrestling companies, especially anything smaller than WWE that's trying to produce good wrestling shows. They're trying to put out cool merchandise for all of us marks, you know. So I want everyone to have these. I want everyone to get a shot at them. Who knows? Maybe one of y'all will find a chase. I've given up on that. I've given up on that life a long time ago. If I find one in the wild, cool. Am I going to go searching for them? No. Because it's a lot. It's just, I don't have the time or the gas to just keep going around hoping I find a chase and just coming across the normal ones all the time. But I love these AEW figures. So here we go. Fire, 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 fire. Emojis. Fire emojis. Tons of fire emojis. I'm so excited to show all of that to you. Let me know, y'all, what was your favorite thing that I got? And what are you looking for? If you're looking for these. 2, out of the AEW figures, if you collect them, which one is your favorite? Or have you also been having trouble trying to find them in your area? I don't know. But really appreciate y'all. Until next time, guys and gals and folks and non-binary, everyone in between, we are very inclusive here on Big Ang Collects. But I'm asking y'all to have a good day. Have a good hunt. Take care, y'all.